Welcome back to Commander of the Week, the segment where I break down one commander and provide you 5 staples that I recommend you running along with this phenomenal commander. That's right, we are continuing our journey through the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We already got down Raphael, we got down Michelangelo, and today we're gonna go with the tech guru himself, Donatello. So, what card out of all of Donatello's will I be talking about today? Well, he is the tech guru, so I am talking about Donatello, Gadget Master. That's right, guys. This is a very fast upkeep, multiple target of like cloning artifacts, plus the sneak mechanic commander. So, let's talk about the commander in question. Donatello, Gadget Master. Legendary creature, Mutant Ninja Turtle. Cost value is 2 colorless and 1 island. Sneak, 1 colorless and 1 island. You may cast a spell for that value if you also return an unblocked attacker you control to your hand during the declare blocker step. He enters tapped and attacking. He also has, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, create a token that is a copy of target artifact you control. It is a 3/2. So, your goal is to have the most spiciest artifacts out there. Not only that, you want to be able to ramp up quickly and be able to have flyers like Omnicopter that can be blocked to be able to get your Donatello out for free. And then the games begin. So, let's introduce the staples in question, these 5 staples. Introducing first, staple number 1. Krang Clan Ironwoods. 4 colorless, artifact. Sacrifice an artifact, add 2 colors to your mana pool. Why is this card so electric with Donatello? Well, Donatello copies artifacts. So you're going to be able to have multiple copies of artifacts you could sacrifice to the Ironworks, giving you 2 mana, which will allow you to ramp up and play your bigger, scarier spells as fast as possible. Staple number 2. Scrap Trawler. 3 colorless, artifact creature, construct. Whenever this creature or another artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, return to your hand target artifact creature from your graveyard with lesser mana value. This card will go well with the Ironworks. You sacrifice it, it goes back to your hand, you get something else out lighter, like maybe a 2 or 3, maybe a 1, boom, you bring it out again, sacrifice it, rinse and repeat, you got huge mana value, and then you're able to bring out staple number 3, a new card from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle set, Krang Ultom Warlord, 9 cost, which the Ironworks and other combinations will help you ramp up into. It has flying, trample, indestructible, haste. It's a legendary creature, Ultom Robot, and it also gives other artifact creatures the same thing, flying, trample, indestructible, and haste. And he's a big boy as a 9/9. Phenomenal card. I think it's a great finisher. You're going to ramp up very quickly with the other artifacts you're going to be able to copy. And because your commander gives you those options, you're going to ramp up into him pretty quickly. Staple number 4. You have another Donatello. Donatello Mutant Mechanic. 3 colorless, 1 island. Legendary creature, Mutant Ninja Turtle. You tap Donatello, and you put up to 3 +1/+1 counters on target artifact you control. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 robot additional to other types, and it can only be activated as a sorcery speed. Whenever an artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, if it had counters on it, put those counters up to 1 other target artifact or creature you control. It is a 3/5. So with artifacts, there's plenty of artifacts that give you +1/+1/+1 counters, other wonderful value. You don't get to go to waste with that, because as long as he's on the battlefield, those +1 counters go to another artifact, creature, or artifact in general. So it's just a great overall value. They give you also robots if you do not tend to choose a creature, so it gives you board presence. And on top of that, those creatures can be copied with your commander, so it just goes well. And why not have multiple Donatellos? Can't go wrong with that. And the final staple for this deck that I recommend is staple number 5, Sacrarium Synthesizer. One of my favorite artifacts ever created. The Simulacrum Synthesizer, it's hard to say, is a great artifact for 3 reasons. 1, its cost value. 2 colorless, 1 island. Very good to put in turn 3. Secondly, you're able to scry. Scry 2, fix what's underneath, get your cards you want, off you go, right off the rip when it enters the battlefield. Which means your commander could copy it. It's just value after value. And number 3, the great one, the value of all values when it comes to this card. Whenever another artifact with the mana value of 3 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token. With this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. You're going to ramp up quickly. There's plenty of artifacts that are 3 and 4 mana costs. On top of that, the Ironworks is 4 colorless, so it's gonna enter, trigger that, get a construct, you can sacrifice it, get 2 mana official of like extra mana out there, ramp into something bigger. It's just a great combination, guys. And on top of that, if it sees Krang, guess what? You make another token. You get it bigger and bigger. It just floods the board. It's a great finisher. It's one of my favorite cards. I cannot go artifact without having this card in my deck. So what do you guys think about Donatello Gadget Master? Did I miss any card you would recommend putting in this deck? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the videos. We do have combo breakers out. We have all these sorts. I really appreciate it. My goal is to expand this community as much as possible and show the love of Magic the Gathering. So with that being said, I'll see you guys on the other side.